Okay, because I wanted to use my mic, but I recorded, so.
All right, hello everybody. It's Monday, February the 12th. Yeah, last night we were supposed to do a show. Well, we did do a show, but I fucked up because I didn't connect Skype to Spreaker. So it was it was almost 2 hours of recording, and it was like probably the best episode I've done. And all you can literally just hear is me talking, and I could like faintly hear Devan just going.
That would happen.
Like, so Devan, what you think about that Venom trailer? Yeah, my heart was broken.
Fun fact: I was mad.
Mad about the show, or mad about something else?
Mad about the fact that we spent 2 hours having great conversation, and it just recorded none of me.
Yeah, man, it's probably gonna be the best show that nobody's ever heard. That nobody's ever gonna hear.
True.
I don't know. I mean, we can cover some other things that we didn't get a chance to cover last night.
Yeah.
Did you watch The Runaways yet?
I watched part of The Runaways. Since they were releasing them weekly, I watched maybe like the first 3 or 4 episodes, and then school happened. So I haven't gone back and finished it. But
Go ahead, my bad.
It's pretty good. I like it.
I watched maybe like the first 4 episodes. I mean, it's not bad, but it's like it takes some time getting into.
Yeah, apparently they use the word mutant in the show, apparently. Because one of the characters on the team, Molly, I think is her name, she's in the comics, she's a mutant. But apparently they used the mutant terminology, or like a mutation terminology in the show, and it got the Marvel fan base, excited for like 2 days.
Interesting.
Back in like December or whatever. So, I mean, I like the comic book, the new run that they have going on right now. I like it. It's good. Entertaining. The original story itself is pretty good, too. I'm curious to see what Hulu does now. If they're going to get any more Marvel properties or what. Or is The Runaways going to leave Hulu and go to the Disney streaming service when that comes out?
Probably not.
I mean, it might. Hulu is going to be owned mostly by Disney if they buy Fox. Fun fact.
Oh,
because
yeah.
Fox owns part of Hulu, and so does Disney. So if Disney buys Fox, they're going to have the largest percentage of ownership of Hulu.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. When Disney bought Fox, they also got a bunch of other shit like Hulu.
Yeah.
What else did they get?
They got everything but the Fox News.
Yeah, not Fox News and not Fox Sports.
Actually, I read a report where they are getting Fox Sports.
No, the report I read a while back was that they're not getting Fox Sports.
I'm going to look this up right quick.
I'm actually going to look it up right now.
Fox Sports Disney. Type.
What Disney?
Fox Sports Regional Networks. Yeah. It says Fox Sports Regional Networks acquired by ESPN and Disney deal.
Huh.
Yeah. So Disney's going to basically be running most of the sports coverage ever.
Yeah, they're getting the X-Men, obviously, the original Star Wars.
Yeah, the original cuts. So Disney can own just everything.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Regional sports networks to bolster ESPN.
Still. That's almost a monopoly of all the sports stuff.
And a lot of their movies.
Yeah.
Like
Alien. Hell yeah.
Alien, Die Hard.
confirmed Alien is a Disney princess or Disney queen.
How's that going to work?
I don't know. The xenomorph just goes to the tea parties with the other Disney princesses and queens and shit.
I mean, I think you did mention a while back that Disney has released like R-rated films, but just through different companies.
Yeah, like is it New Line? No, Touchstone. Touchstone's Disney.
I'm going to look that up.
And they release rated R films.
And I believe
by Disney, so.
And I believe Miramax as well.
Miramax was owned by Disney. Was. Keyword.
Category, rated R Disney films.
They're owned by... Miramax is now owned by the... oh my god, give me a sec. It's a studio that's under fire right now because their owner is...
Oh yeah, Weinstein?
Yeah, I think it's the Weinstein Corporation owns it now. I think. Let me check that. What?
I was going to say, did you want to go over that? The whole Weinstein shit that happened like a couple months ago?
I mean, that's still kind of going on right now.
I don't know. I don't know what your thoughts were about it.
I'm not surprised. Yeah. I'm not surprised shit like that was happening in Hollywood and still probably is happening in Hollywood. Okay, Miramax was created by the Weinsteins, was sold to Disney, and then they got bought out by the BN Media Group. So they were started by the Weinsteins.
Yeah, I see that right now. They were with Disney from 93 to 2010.
Yeah.
All right, here's some Miramax films that were in that time period.
Mm-hmm.
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Kill Bill's Volume 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Jackson's Heavenly Creatures.
Oh.
Clerks. Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead. The Mighty Aphrodite, Transporting the English Patient, Good Will Hunting, great film. The Cider House Rules, and Full Frontal.
Uh-huh.
They also own Dimension Films, which I think was part of Miramax as well. Here's some films I think you're a fan of. From Dusk Till Dawn.
Uh-huh.
Sin City.
Oh, yeah.
The Faculty.
Yep.
Halloween H2O.
Unfortunately.
Scream 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Bad Santa and the Amityville Horror.
Yeah.
And, oh boy, there's a lot of films. Touchstone Pictures, like you just mentioned.
Yep.
Ruthless People, DOA, Pretty Women, When a Man Loves a Woman, Con Air, Starship Troopers, Snake Eyes, and Enemy of the State.
But yeah, Dimension Pictures, our films, has Dimension Extreme, which is all like horror films.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that brand. So good. And they're owned by... I don't think they're owned by anybody now.
Dimension?
Yeah, I think they're on their own. Because it doesn't say... Oh, no. Weinstein. Sorry. They're owned by Weinstein still.
Not anymore.
Well, I mean, Weinstein's still running. I mean, he's not in charge of it anymore, but the company's still around. They're not disappearing anytime soon.
I think judging by how Weinstein looks, he can't be running. Get it? He's fat.
Ha 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 hee hee ha ha.
You get it?
That was funny.
You get it? That was a fat joke.
It.
He can't run because he's fat.
I get it. Unfortunately. Stick to your day job.
This is my day job, unfortunately.
Then quit. Because you're terrible.
I like to see you try, Devan.
I do, okay. I participate in a weekly podcast, okay? Not really. Well, not every week. It's that group YouTube channel, and they have a weekly podcast, and sometimes I'm on it, and sometimes I'm not. Depends on scheduling.
Yeah,
anyway.
talk about that again. Like, what channel is it?
When you type in YouTube, I don't think you can find it right away, but it's called Entertainment Industries Studios. I didn't choose the name. Well, we kept with the name. We just call it ICE. And it's a group channel. It was already created by two of my friends, and they brought in me and one other person. And we all have our roles to play in the channel, doing stuff. And I'm mostly their editor. And of course, I'm also premiering a lot of the episodes and stuff too. But for the most part, I'm their main editor, except for maybe a few things here and there that other people do, because I can't do everything since I have a job. Mm. And the stuff I do the editing takes a little bit. But I have a series that I started on there called Temple of Helios. Now, I don't know if you type that in, I think you're going to get it. So I can type in Temple of Helios. Because on the channel, we go by code names, and my code name is Helios.
How do you spell Helios?
Helios.
All right, I see it. Temple of Helios.
In the first episode, I talked about X-Men Red. But, so yeah.
Is the channel called Temple of Helios?
No, the channel is called ICE.
Okay.
IES.
Okay.
EIS. Sorry, EIS. But,
because I see a bunch of game walkthroughs for a game called Temple of Helios.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it.
Okay, I see it. X-Men Red. Red.
Yeah, there should be like a sun in the background or some shit that I edited for shits and giggles. But yeah, we've been doing this since beginning of January. It's been doing this for about a month now, roughly. It's been fun.
It's fun.
It's fun. But yeah. And I'm gonna be doing that show series, whatever you call it, for like every other week. Because they do what they call shameless dubs, where they're redub, or the group back in the town I used to go to university in. Most of them live up there. I'm the only one that's away. So those three get together and do voiceovers and sound effects for trailers, and they redub it, and they call it, the series is called Shameless Dubs. Which, speaking of that, that's this week. So I gotta come up with what I want to talk about next week for Temple of Helios. Anyway, but yeah, we do, of course, the Temple of Helios, Shameless Dubs, Citations, which every Monday, which today we put up a movie review, or like you watch the movie, we talk about what if they think is going to be good or not, and then it jumps to after they watch the movie, and they talk about if it lives up to their expectations, if it's good or bad or terrible or whatever. Usually they pick bad movies. I don't, because I don't like to torture myself. The whole idea with that was just choose horrible movies, and I'm just like, no. I mean, I'm talking about bad movies. The first Citations was called Rodents, with a Z. That could just tell you right there how bad it is. About bad it was. It was terrible.
Rodents.
It's on YouTube if you want to torture yourself for like 45 minutes or so.
Hey, well, I tortured myself while watching Animal Creation last night.
Okay, Animal Creation was not bad. It was not terrible. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm fucking with you. I said that so I can get a reaction out of you.
The first one was terrible.
Oh yeah, the first one was hot garbage. That was boring as shit.
Oh hell yeah, that was yeah, exactly. But I mean, the prequel kind of made the first one sound a little better, or seem a little better.
Yeah, like, I mean, I know Betty didn't like it at all. The first one and the second one, but the second one was actually passable.
The second one was good.
And spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen it yet. If you haven't seen it again, that's your fucking problem. They kind of make little Easter eggs talking about the nun.
Yeah.
There's like a scene where like Sister Charlotte's holding up a photo of her. This is me in Romania, and this is me and all my sisters, and blah blah blah. And then the guy's like, who's that? And he points to the nun. She's like, I don't know who that is.
Dun dun dun.
And then the
plot thickens.
And then they add a post-credit scene where they set up the nun.
Which I can't wait for. I'm excited for the nun.
That's going to have Teresa Farmiga as the nun.
Oh.
Who's the sister of Vera Farmiga from the Conjuring films.
Oh? That's interesting.
I don't know that when I saw The Conjuring 2, like even in the trailer, when they showed the nun, when what's her name's daughter is just pointing in the hallway, you see that bitch like in the hallway and she walks to the left. I'm like, yeah, I'm not sleeping.
Oh no, she was terrifying. Still is terrifying.
Yeah, I think we saw that in the same like month as Lights Out.
Ooh, that was a good one. That was a decent one, I should say. Let me rephrase it. A decent one.
One thing I didn't know is that the guy who actually directed the short film ended up directing the feature film.
I mean, yeah, it's his story, yeah.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of work. He also directed Annabelle too, and he's also going to direct Shazam for DC.
Interesting. Also, have you watched the original short film for Lights Out?
Yeah.
That woman's in the actual movie.
Yeah, it's his wife.
That's his wife?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, his wife is actually in Lights Out in the very beginning.
Yeah, she's the chick that's working for Bella's dad from Twilight.
Yeah.
And don't ask me how I know that. She, I guess she sees Diana. And, yeah. Nothing happens to her.
Not this time.
No. Nope. But, I thought it was a good horror film. A lot of people didn't really care for it. I liked it.
I liked it. It wasn't like, oh my god, I want to rant and rave and like storm the streets on how good it is, but I liked it.
I liked it because it was simple. It got to the point.
Yeah. I didn't care. The only thing I can complain about is the ending. The way they ended it kind of was abrupt.
Yeah. But
it kind of gave me, if you gave me like 10 to 15 more minutes talking about after the fact or something, I'd probably been fine with it.
Yeah. Like, I mean, the ending made sense because it's like you couldn't kill her.
Yeah.
The only way to stop her is through the mom, and the mom, just thought maybe I should just kill myself, make sure she doesn't get back. Did you ever see the alternate ending?
There's an alternate ending?
Yeah, I'm just going to tell you this much. When you watch it, you're going to say, yeah, I'm all right with the original ending.
The alternate ending that bad?
It was, yeah.
I see.
You want me to spoil it for you, or do you want to watch it on your own?
Sure, go ahead and spoil it for me.
All right, the ending, it takes place what happens after the movie, which is, what's her name? Teresa Cooper, I think it's Teresa Palmer. Yeah. She takes her brother back to her apartment, and she just found out that she got, custody rights of him. Or is his legal guardian. And everyone's asleep, and then she hears her brother talking to himself. She goes to the room, and he sees him talking to Diana. Saying, I can bring your mom back, blah, blah, blah. And then Diana starts going ham and starts attacking everybody, blah, blah, blah. And I guess they were planning on this to happen, or they were expecting it, because what's her name, Teresa Palmer, just turns on all these fucking like neon lights, and it just burns Diana alive. And the way they made Diana look and the way they made her die, I'm like, this is something you would probably see on Sci-Fi.
I don't know. It sounds like a better ending than what I got.
No, it was bad.
Oh, sounds a lot more entertaining than just ending it at the ambulance.
I mean, I'm not a fan of abrupt endings. Abrupt endings, and also endings that just like, yeah, this is how we solve the problem type ending. Like, for example, I watched a movie the other night called Wind River.
Ooh, okay.
It's with it's a crime movie. It's like a crime mystery movie with Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye, and Elizabeth Olsen.
Ooh.
And the ending just like, it wasn't abrupt. It was more just like one of those endings where it's like, all right, we had this problem, and we just solved this problem, so that's the end of the movie.
I see.
Not that it was bad. I guess it's because I'm just so used to watching movies where it's just like, okay, we solved the problem, but now we have to kind of drag this movie on for another 30 minutes and explain why we solved this problem and how we did.
Yeah.
So, overall, it was a really good movie, but when the ending happened, I'm like, okay, that was it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Was there anything in particular you wanted to discuss?
What's your favorite horror film franchise? Or film? It's not a franchise.
What's my favorite horror film? Like, just trilogy or whatever?
Either like film or like franchise, multiple films, like, or series, I should say.
I mean, I like what James Wan is doing with the Conjuring, universe.
Agreed.
And I think James Wan is, I think he likes to make simple things, really scary, because, I was never a fan of the Saw franchise.
Yeah.
Because, like, it just, it dragged on way too much. It was like, how many freaking traps has this guy set? And, go ahead.
Have you seen all the Saw movies?
I saw enough of them.
I saw them all.
Yeah, I bet you did.
And together, well, I didn't see them until recently because I always thought they were garbage. But boy, was I proven wrong. I mean, yeah, some of it draws out, but the overall story that when you watch them in a row, you kind of get like more of the overall story, and you're just like, wow, this guy's a genius.
Yeah.
The way he plans everything out. Now, the killings is like a Saw formula, but like the overall encompassing story of it is interesting.
Mm.
So you like the Conjuring universe or series franchise?
I do.
I like the Conjuring, and I like the most unpopular opinion ever. I like the Paranormal Activity, except for the last one in the last 20 minutes.
Oh my god! Like,
I love the Paranormal Activity. That's my shit.
Part 1 and 2 were good. I think Part 2 was better. What the fuck happened in Part 3?
Third one was a prequel, I think, of when Katie and her sister were kids.
Yeah, the second one was a prequel. Third one, I forgot which one that was.
Second one was happened at the same time as the first one. The third one's the prequel when they're little girls. The fourth one deals with a whole new family of that adopted hunter, and the fifth one is the last one, Ghost Dimension, and it was I liked it until the last 20, to about the ending, and then it just made me mad.
Okay, Paranormal Activity 3. Wait, what the fuck? I'm looking at the wrong one. Set again in several weeks before the events of the film. Katie's sister and Chris. Oh yeah, second one. Yeah, the first two. The third one was a prequel. Yeah, I think. Yeah, the first three were good. Yeah, part four was boring as shit.
I mean, it has good points. And then, of course, the marked ones was pretty good.
Yeah, marked ones was passable. It was good.
But the Ghost Dimension just.
Ghost Dimension. I didn't bother with.
Well, spoiler alert / fun fact: Toby gets a human body, but you don't see any of him, and it ends abruptly as he's walking out of a portal thingy, and you see his feet walking, and then that's it. And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? I want to see this motherfucker destroy the world. The fuck? I was mad. It had a good build up, and then that happened. I'm like, yes, now we get some fun shit. And then it ends, and I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? And the director's like, this is the end. I told a complete story. And I'm like, bitch, where?
I'm like, bitch, where?
Bitch, where? Like, hello?
Did you
I
ever
walked out of that.
Did you ever watch Tokyo Night?
No, but I know what happens in it. I don't think it has anything to do with the universe at all. It's basically about how a Japanese woman gets in an accident with Katie, and Toby apparently follows her back to Tokyo, and the weird shit starts happening.
Yeah, that makes no sense because supposedly in part 3, they explain how Toby came to be. Yeah.
And apparently Katie, I don't know if Katie actually appears in the Tokyo Nights or not. Tokyo Night. Actually, she might.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It says she does.
Yes, I don't know if this is, what do they call it, continuity? In continuity? I don't think it is. Because the second one, or the third one kind of makes Tokyo Night null and void. Doesn't make sense. So, yeah. I remember seeing the first one in theaters. Like, I made it my mission to go see it in theaters.
I rented the first one. I didn't really go to theaters at the time. I would just like rent movies or just watch them online. Mm-hmm. And I watched the first one. The first one I thought was okay. And then watched part 2 online. And part 3, same thing. Just found one of my websites and watched online.
Yeah, I was in high school. I was like a junior, I think. Yeah, I was like a junior when I saw it.
You were a baby.
I was a wee little lad going to see this movie.
You're a wee little loss.
It's probably almost... Actually, yeah, I did see it in theater. So, I think I was old enough... Yeah, I was 17, so I was old enough to go see that movie. Because I think this was one of my first radar films. One of them, if not the first. Yeah, I think it was one of my first radar films I went to go see with a bunch of friends.
I can't remember what my first radar film was.
And of course, with Paranormal Activity, developed my love for Blumhouse Productions.
Ooh, yeah, Blumhouse. He's on top of things right now.
Oh, he's my favorite. If there's a horror movie coming for Blumhouse, I don't care if it's good or bad. I'm going to be there, bitch. I will be right in line waiting.
What'd you think of Get Out?
Oh, I love that shit. That shit was the bomb.
That's just crazy. I mean, it's not crazy, but it's just like it's the first time you ever seen a horror movie get nominated for an Oscar in a while.
Yeah, agreed. Oh, so good. What else?
And I'm looking at this right now. Apparently, Blumhouse produced the Academy Award-winning film Whiplash.
I believe it.
That's weird. Yeah, Get Out. That film was hyped up for like a while back, and like they only released one trailer for it.
Yeah.
And then you watch it, and you're like, okay, I get it.
At first, I had to convince one of my friends to go with me because she thought it was going to be about when you watch the trailer, it seems like it's very much about race and between whites and blacks and stuff. Yep. But I'm like, I don't care. It looks good. I'm gonna go watch it. And I'm like, it doesn't seem like, from what I saw the reviews, race is a big part of it, but it's not like the main focus of it. So I did to convince her, and luckily she went with me, and she's like, I'm glad you convinced me because this movie's good. Because race, I mean, for the trailer, for whatever reason, they market it as a very, very, race is a huge main topic, main center stage topic. And it, in ways it is, but it didn't play out like some people thought it was going to, which is good. I loved it. I want it on DVD.
I mean,
I'll eventually buy it on DVD.
When you watch it, everyone thought it was going to be it was going to be a racist movie. When you watch it, it's not so much about racism. Yeah. It's more so about, like, I guess kind of that awkwardness of white people when we're around, blacks.
Yeah.
But I shouldn't say blacks because that sounds kind of racist. But more like just like if you're a white guy and you meet a black guy, and the first thing you talk about is race, you kind of need to question yourself.
Or interracial couples.
Yeah, like there's a scene where like Chris is at the party with Rose, and like one woman's like, "So, is it true what they say about black guys?" Like he's hearing every other cliche, term or saying that he's heard, from white people talking about black people.
Well, it's kind of I mean, people get that a lot when you got like a white person dating an African American. You get that a lot, or just in general. I mean, you get that from both sides. So I already knew it was going to be like going in. I just wasn't expecting it to be that good, and it was bomb. I was like, oh, this is weird and trippy in some parts. I dig it. I hope they make a sequel.
Yeah, Jordan Peele said that there's a possibility there might be a sequel.
I don't know what it'd be about, but I want to see more.
Get Out Part 2.
Also, have you seen another Blumhouse production that's on Netflix, the Creep 1 and Creep 2? Have you seen them?
Creep 1, yes. Yes.
Creep 2, it's on Netflix. It's good.
Creep 2 I haven't watched. Creep 1, that was like that was out of nowhere.
It was so uncomfortable watching it.
Yeah, because like you know why it was uncomfortable is like we have a friend that was actually going through that at that time.
Oh really?
Like he had to deal with a guy like trying to like hit on him and just be extremely creepy around him.
Huh.
And when we watched the movie, and I'm not gonna say his name, but like when we watched the movie, he's like, "Hey man, this movie's about you," and he's like, "Oh fuck."
Oh my.
And
the second one.
Yeah, go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
Go on. Go on. Oh my god. The second one is just as bad, if not worse, in the creep factor. But it's good. It's on Netflix right now.
Yeah, if anyone doesn't know, Creep is about it's about a director or a guy who's been hired by this random dude living in the woods to document him.
Yeah.
And then he comes to find out that that guy is very mentally unstable. And, yeah.
Agreed.
Madness ensues.
Weird shit happens, and the uncomfortable cringiness ensues.
It literally just stars two people in it. And and they're both the director and the producer and the writer and the stars.
And I think the ending of the first one is gold.
It's good because it made sense. It wasn't just like a typical horror film. It was like, oh, we fought off the bad guy. It's like, yeah, no, you're not going to kill this guy. This guy's fucking nuts. You're not going to get away from him.
Do you know what the second one's about?
I haven't even watched it yet.
Yeah, you haven't seen any trailers for it or anything?
No.
Well, let me tell you. So he hires another camera person. This time's a woman. She runs a YouTube channel on like people that have they're weird to society, I guess. And she comes across him, and he tells her, "Oh, I'm a serial killer." She doesn't believe him until later on in the movie, where she's like, "Oh," but he comes out and just says, "Oh, I'm a serial killer. I tape all my victims that I kill. Tape their last minutes and shit." Like, he's up front, and like you almost feel bad for the guy. In the first and second one, you almost feel bad for him. You almost do.
Almost.
And also, fun fact. Fun fact. Five Nights at Freddy's is being produced, last I heard, unless they changed it, back in like March of last year. It's being produced. It moved from Warner Brothers to Blumhouse.
Interesting.
I know, right? So Blumhouse is going to be doing the Five Nights at Freddy's film.
How's that going to work?
What do you mean?
Like, how would that work? How would they make that work?
Use actual animatronics? Like, what do you mean?
Well, because the point of the game is that you're in like a Chuck E. Cheese type place, and you have to survive 5.
There's more. There's more to the story than just that. Have you played more than just the first one?
I haven't played them. I just watched. I would just watch people play them online.
I mean, there's more to the story than just that. Than just being in a certain place, trying to live a night. You learn about murders and the purple guy who kills children and sets their bodies, and animatronics, and the tracks he leaves, and you're trying to solve the overall story and putting the pieces together. So if you've played the last one, the Pizza Simulator, or watched it, it pretty much explains a lot of the story, that unanswered questions. So yeah, they have a lot to go with this movie. Depends if they go with they do something with the actual story, if it's going to be a prequel, or if it's going to be based around the books. I don't know. All we know so far is that Blumhouse is doing it. And apparently this month, the guy, Chris Columbus, he's serving as director and writer of the film. Besides being produced by Blum and the guy who created it. Coffin? Scott. So Scott and Blum are producing it, and they have a guy who's directing and writing it. So, I mean, that was back in earlier, I guess, sometime this month, probably earlier this month. So it's still in production, thank God.
Thank God. Let's look at another.
I want that movie to be good.
Yeah, I'm seeing it right now. And he's apparently working with DreamWorks.
Who?
Blumhouse.
Really?
He's going to release his first animated film called Spooky Jack.
What? Who?
Spooky,
where was this?
Spooky. I'm looking at it right now. It says on August the 1st, 2017, it was announced that DreamWorks Animation will be working on Blumhouse's first ever animated film, Spooky Jack, which is to be released on September 17th, 2021.
Ooh. Is it going to be a horror movie? I hope so.
Well, it's DreamHouse, so.
I mean, it's DreamWorks, but it's also Blumhouse. And it's called Spooky Jack.
Let's look at his other upcoming films. Benji.
Benji?
Yeah.
As in the dog?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, it's a family film.
Okay. Family film co-produced by blah blah blah. Truth or Dare.
Oh, I can't wait for that. That comes out in April.
That looks so fucking stupid.
It does not. It looks good, like typical, like Blumhouse mastery. What are you talking about?
That movie is basically Snapchat filters.
That's disgraceful, okay? It's not that bad. It looks good as hell.
It just looks stupid. I'm sorry.
It looks good.
I'll probably watch it, but it just looks stupid. Upgrade, directed by Lee Wanell.
Ooh. Oh, and of course, the first Purge.
Which...
Oh, can't wait for that. Oh my god.
Spoiler alert, the Purge happens.
No, this is about the very first one, though. I can't wait.
And Halloween.
Which is a sequel to the second one?
Yeah. Yeah,
H2O. It totally disregards H2O and the rest of them after the Halloween 2.
It totally disregards what? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you after part 2. I thought it sounded like you said H2O.
No. Give me a second. It's the 11th film. Oh, this takes place after the first film. So this is a new sequel to the original film. It disregards 2 onward. So 2 never happened. So this takes place like 40 years after the events of the original film.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be
directed. Yeah.
Sorry, man. It'll be directed by David Gordon Green and written by Danny McBride.
Yeah. I know, right?
That's
another comedian.
He says he's not going to be in it. And also another upcoming film, which is I'm actually looking forward to this, Glass.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Did you not like Split?
I said I was looking forward to it. I like Split.
Oh, I thought you said you weren't looking forward to it.
I like Split. I have yet to even finish Unbreakable.
I haven't watched Unbreakable yet.
I just remember watching parts of it. But Split I liked. I thought there were some parts where I'm like, I shouldn't be laughing at this, but I am.
Oh, I didn't know it was about a supervillain, though. That this is a superhero franchise.
Well, I mean, because I said, I didn't watch Unbreakable, but from what I heard, the point in that was that Samuel Jackson, assumed he was some type of villain because he would always break his bones, and that what's his name, Bruce Willis, was a superhero because he couldn't die.
Yeah.
So a superhero needs a supervillain. So that looks like it's going to be interesting to watch.
Yeah, and this one is where they cross paths, and it's being released by Universal Studio Pictures in the States and Disney internationally. Basically, it's a joint venture of Disney and Universal because Disney released the first two, I think, or the first one, I think. Yeah. They released the first one, and then Universal released the second one because of Blumhouse. And now they're doing like a joint thing for the third.
Here's another film that I think you might be interested in, Spawn.
Spawn?
Yeah, Spawn is going to be released through Blumhouse.
Like Spawn?
Spawn.
Like Guy from Hell Spawn.
Spawn.
Oh my, that's cool. I wasn't expecting them. I mean, I'm not surprised. Maybe they'll do it justice.
I mean, because I grew up in the '90s, so it's just like I love the first Spawn, even though it had its faults. But I was a fan of the cartoon on HBO, which my parents surprisingly let me watch.
Yeah.
Do you remember the cartoon from the '90s?
Kind of, yeah. I saw the original movie back in late '90s or early 2000s on TV.
Did you ever read the comics?
Not really. I know what happens in hours of research, but never actually read one of them. I have some of them, but
I think I read maybe one because my next door neighbor, he's one of my closest friends. He's like probably almost as much a nerd as you, probably even bigger.
Oh.
That's a challenge, my friend. He had the Spawn comics, and I read maybe one of them, and that's about it.
Huh.
He actually, and this is to kind of, I guess, go into another topic. He actually got me back into Pokemon.
Oh.
Because there was a point where I fell off, where I wouldn't say I grew out of it, but I just stopped playing it. And then he was like, "Hey, Andrew, you didn't get the new Pokemon game yet?" I'm like, I haven't even played the last couple. It came out after Johto. He's like, "Oh yeah, it's coming out." And this is in 2007 when Diamond and Pearl came out.
Yeah.
So I bought that. I think I bought Diamond, and then in 2009 I bought Platinum, which to date is probably one of my favorites.
Amen to that. That is my favorite. Amen.
Did you kind of get freaked out playing in Giratina's lair?
I
was playing that shit at night, and that motherfucker kept swooshing back and forth. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm playing it in the dark at 1 a.m. Why am I getting scared playing a Pokemon game?
Because Giratina is terrifying.
And I caught him, and he started fucking shit up.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I found out how action replay works, I was able to... that game, to this day, I haven't touched it. Because it has all my Pokemon in it. I was able to catch every single Pokemon, every single shiny, every single legendary. I have not touched it to this date.
Dang. I lost my Platinum somewhere. Sad face. It's in my room somewhere. I just don't know where it's at. Tears.
So, have you finished the Ultra version that came out?
No. I bought it for a graduation gift to myself, but I haven't played really any of it. I know that. Is it good?
I mean, it's the same thing. I guess they just decided to slap a label on it and add a few extra perks, but it's basically the same game.
I hear it's different though.
I mean, granted, I haven't finished it, but I'm just like, this is the same thing. This is the exact same game, but they just decided to add a few things to it.
I hear they added quite a bit to the story. I mean, with the introduction of Team Rocket coming back and how the Aether Foundation isn't really evil anymore. It's the new, what do I call it? Team Rainbow Rocket, and how Giovanni gets the leaders from alternate dimensions that they actually win, and they all team up together. Because each of the evil team leaders has their legendary Pokemon.
Interesting.
Because he goes around different dimensions and picks up them in the universe they actually beat the trainer. And I'm just like, what? That sounds bomb.
Huh. I guess I gotta finish that game then.
Multiverse.
I
love that. Pokemon's become so convoluted with the multiverse and what universe is what. Oh, I love it. So good. So good.
I don't know. Do you remember Matt from Target?
Matt from Target?
Matthew Cox, tall black guy, tall light skinned guy. He kind of introduced a notion that Pokemon should introduce a Skyrim type game.
Well, I mean, that for all we know, that's what the Switch might be. Is something like open world type game. For all we know,
Switch as in Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, their next main series game is not going to be on the 3DS anymore. They're moving to the Switch.
Fuck, that means I gotta buy a Switch now.
I know, same. But yeah, the Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon was like a final farewell to the handheld systems, and they're moving over to the Switch for the next main series game, which comes out supposedly sometime this year, probably towards around Christmas, in November, December area.
So you're gonna buy a Switch?
I plan on it at some point before then. I don't know when exactly, but at some point, it's on my list of things after the camera and a car to get.
It's like, I'm only buying this system so I can play Pokemon. Fuck off.
Well, no, I'm buying it for other games, because there's a few other games on the Switch that one might have in either.
Like what?
Bayonetta 1 and 2, when the third one comes out. Skyrim, even though Skyrim was on every system, I would still get it for the Switch. What else? Mario Odyssey. There's a lot more adult games going on the Switch. I can't think of any right now that are top of my head that are coming out. Metroid Prime.
Let's look it up, my friend.
I still want Kingdom Hearts 4 to be on the Switch, but I don't think it's going to happen. Or 3. Sorry, Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't think it's going to happen, but I want it to be on the Switch because I don't want to have to buy a PS4. But I will.
Kingdom Hearts? Kingdom Hearts? What the fuck? Is this like 2003 or something?
Well, they come out with a third one finally.
I don't. What was the first one that came out? I mean, what year did the first one come out? I mean,
2004, 5.
I think it was sooner than that. I think it was a lot earlier than that. I think it was like in 2002.
No. I was already in Texas when it came out.
I distinctly remember being in 8th grade and kids talking about playing that, and that was in 2000.
Was it in 2002? It might have been. Yeah, it's 2002. I didn't think it was that old.
I just remember the theme song that they would play in every commercial for it.
Yeah, it might have been 2002.
If you walk away, you won't hear me say.
Hey, Drew, what's your day job?
I work on a podcast, and I work at a grocery store.
Stick to that. Don't pursue a singing career. Okay.
You stick to your day job.
Oh, I do have a day job, and I do stick to it. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, okay. Switch upcoming games. Bayonetta 2.
Yeah, the 1 and 2 is coming out for it. Thank God.
Yeah, 2's in February. Says 3 will eventually arrive.
Hell yeah.
Some game called Fe.
Feh.
Fe. Layers of Fear.
Ooh. A horror game. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I watched the walkthrough of that. That's I guess it's kind of like highbrow horror.
Ooh, I like highbrow horror.
Payday 2, Kirby Star Allies, Nintendo Labo, I don't know what the hell that is, Donkey Kong Jungle Freeze, Dark Souls Remastered,
I get it.
Mario Tennis Aces,
No one cares about Mario Tennis.
Hyrule Warriors.
The Batman Tale series is on Switch, weirdly enough.
Yeah, I'm playing that on Xbox One. It's interesting.
Blaze Blue, Bloody Zombies.
Kentucky Route Zero. Light Fingers. That just sounds weird.
Dark Souls is coming out in May.
Shakedown Hawaii. Flipping Death.
There's a lot of like older games on here coming out for the Switch.
I don't know. I have the money to get a Switch. I just got my tax return not too long ago, but it's like I don't know if I want to get it.
Oh, I'm getting it. Even if it's just for Pokemon, I'm gonna get it. But it's not just for Pokemon. There's other games I want on here. But
Front door open.
That's my brother's leaving for work.
Nice.
Ghost 1.0. Ooh. Golf Story. Ew. Guardians of the Galaxy. Telltale series is going on the Switch. No.
Played that. Pretty good.
Pretty good? Okay.
It'll...
3. Yeah, there's a lot of decent games coming on here.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Pokemon Switch, or Pokemon for Nintendo Switch. No more Pokemon for 3DS.
Yep. It's moving away.
Now I have to grow up and get a Switch.
Now I gotta pay money for a Switch. Like $300. Oh my god.
Here's $200.
My hard-earned money.
Just take it and go away.
Now I gotta work the corners more. The corners don't get enough money as they used to.
I don't know. I like how, as adults, we don't want to spend an extra $5 on shipping, but we're willing to pay 200 and something bucks for a system.
Amen to that, brother. Amen to that.
It's like, all right, your order comes out to $30. Here's $5.99 for extra shipping, so I can get here in 2 days. I'm like, I don't know.
Is it worth it though? And then you're like, here's like $300 for a game system. Take it away.
Or like, I was going to say something else. Or like, if you want to buy an app that you need for your phone, but it costs $5.99, it's like, I don't know. Here's $300 for a Switch.
Yeah, agreed.
But yeah, I mean, if I have to get it, I have to get it.
I like how the mentality is we have to get it.
We have to. We must.
I mean, it's going to be on the Switch. That means the production value is going to skyrocket. And it's Game Freak making it, so there's.
Hey, imagine playing that on a 4K Ultra HD TV.
I'm going to have a nerd moment.
It's like,
clean version.
It's so beautiful.
Majestic even.
It's like, I thought for a second I was taking the shape of a unicorn.
You do you.
Hey, I'm talking about Step Brothers, bro.
You do you. You want to take a shape of a unicorn, go be the best damn unicorn you could be.
You never watched Step Brothers?
No, that's like a shitty movie.
That movie's fucking funny. Go fuck yourself.
I hate it. I hate everything about it. It's trash. Just utter trash.
You're utter trash.
I mean, yeah, but that's not the point. We're not talking about me.
Well, now we are. You're utter trash.
I mean, I'm fancy trash, okay? Get it right. I'm fancy trash.
Trash is trash, my friend.
Hey, I'm fancy, you know.
I'm fancy.
I'm fancy. Okay. Okay.
What were you going to ask?
Did you ever see Mother?
With Jennifer Lawrence?
No, with Angelina Jolie.
Are you being sarcastic?
Yes, with Jennifer Lawrence. Yes, I'm being sarcastic.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
I just hear it's really fucked up.
Oh, it's really fucked up. It's a big metaphor about how religion is bad and how humanity takes and takes and takes from the world and never gives back. It's really deep. And you're like, damn. And at the end of it, you kind of just look at humanity and go, damn.
I don't know.
It's not a movie for everybody, that's for sure.
I heard it's like vaguely supposed to do with how the story of the Bible.
Uh-huh. Oh, it is. Oh, most certainly it is. It goes down the religion route, and you're just like, oh no. And it's a very, like, I don't know if I would say anti-religion. You know what? Yeah, it's very, like religion causes nothing but wars and terror and destroys, and between that and humanity taking from the planet, it destroys the world.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's dark. And they take it literally you know how in Christianity eat the bread, the body of Christ and the blood of Christ?
Yeah.
They take that literally. Let's just put it that way. They take it literally. It's dark.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it's the guy who did Black Swan, so I wasn't surprised.
Yeah, Darren Aronofsky.
Hell yeah, love his work.
He almost directed Batman in the 2000s.
Ooh, that would have been an interesting Batman.
It almost came out it actually almost came out around the time when they gave it to what's his name, Christopher Nolan.
Oh.
And he was actually going to put Christian Bale as his Batman already, but it got scrapped. So,
man, I would love to see a Batman movie directed by him. That'd be weird.
It would have been weird and interesting at the same time. Probably
very metaphorical, and I would have been okay with that.
Okay, Darren Aronofsky, Batman. It would have been based on the comic Batman Year One.
Ooh, that would have been good, actually.
Actually, no, I was wrong. It wasn't Christian Bale. He actually wanted Joaquin Phoenix.
The hell?
Yeah.
Ugh. Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, Joaquin Phoenix is a good actor, but him as Batman, no.
I mean, he would have been young. He would have been a little younger. Maybe I would just have to see it. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Joaquin Phoenix, did you hear that he's apparently going to play the Joker in that spin-off movie?
Is the DCEU even a thing anymore?
At this point, I don't know because they're only harping on the success of Wonder Woman.
Yeah. As much as I like the Suicide Squad, the DCEU is kind of a dead man walking.
Even though my only question for you is fucking why.
I loved it, okay? It was an entertaining ride. Did it have its major issues? Oh, fuck yeah, it did. But it was a fun-ass ride, and I loved it.
Like, the Joker, like, what the fuck was he supposed to be?
Okay, people bag on the Joker. We didn't see enough of him for people to really judge the Joker. Come on.
How was that a Joker? He wasn't even, like, supposed to be... He didn't even look intimidating. He looked kind of gay, honestly.
Were we watching the same Joker? I thought he looked intimidating as hell.
He had a freaking grill and tattoos, and he was skinny as hell.
So, he was supposed to be a mob boss type Joker.
That's not a mob boss. How many fucking mob bosses have you seen like that?
He was supposed to be like a gangster type. Like a leader of like a gang and shit. And I'm like, okay, I see what they're going for. It's different. People are just bitching about it. Even though 90% of his scenes were cut out. So it's like, I didn't see enough of the Joker to really judge the Joker.
The only, like, saving graces of that movie were Will Smith and, what's her name? Viola Davis.
Hey, Harley Quinn was good.
Yeah.
I like the Harley. Margot Robbie plays a good Harley Quinn.
I like Margot Robbie, but yeah.
She plays a great Harley Quinn. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
yeah.
And I also like Diablo.
Yeah, Diablo, like the only Latino in the movie, and then they kill him.
He's not dead.
Yeah, probably not.
He's probably not dead. He's bomb.
And what the fuck was the point of having that dude Slipknot in the movie?
I don't know. They had that in the animated Arkham Asylum movie about the Suicide Squad. He died within the first few minutes of that movie too. So I wasn't surprised. I was like, oh, here's Slipknot. Oh, yeah, he's gonna die. And he did. He's just there just to kill off within the first few minutes.
He died. He died. It's like you could have easily taken the time, all the time you gave him, and given it to like the Joker.
Yeah, I mean it's a shame they took a Native American actor and just kind of just screwed him over and just killed him off like that. But yeah, it's Slipknot. I knew. I saw him. I'm like, oh, he's gonna be the one to die. Because all the Suicide Squad origin story like that, they always have to start with somebody not following Amanda Walker's rules, and she's like, okay, just blow your brains up. So I'm not surprised they chose him.
And of course, Will Smith had to be the focal point of the movie somehow.
I mean, he wasn't bad.
No, I liked him in that role.
Yeah. It's great.
Yeah, I figured, I didn't know too much about, Deadshot, I didn't know he was like a, big dick swinger, but he's like the leader. He's the leader of the Suicide Squad, apparently.
Kind of. Also, I kind of like the Enchantress.
What the fuck was that?
The direction they took her in.
I did not like that.
I kind of like the direction they took her in as like a very Aztec god. I'm like, that's interesting. I want to see more of that. Can we not have her as a villain? I want to see more of this.
I didn't like how she was just like randomly standing in one spot and flailing around, just like.
Aesthetically, I like that. Aesthetically, visually, and all that CGI, I was like, yes, give me more of that.
And then, Tom Hardy was originally supposed to be Rick Flag.
No, keep him in Marvel.
Well, no, he was already cast as Rick Flag, but he had to drop out to do what the fuck was that movie with Leo DiCaprio?
The Revenant?
Yeah, The Revenant. He had to drop out.
Good, because he probably wouldn't want to be on that shit show train.
Yep, and now he's in Marvel.
Because I like the fact that Suicide Squad, you either love it or you hate it. And the people who love it, regardless of all the shit that went down with it. And I'm one of those people. Because it's not a good movie at all, but I love it so much. And I watched it again recently, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I still love it, regardless of it being a very bad movie. I still love it. It's a fun ride. It's entertaining. It did its job to me. It entertained me for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, DC just needs to get their shit together.
DC needs to get Warner Brothers' dick out their ass. Like, just leave DC alone and do whatever DC wants to do instead of Warner Brothers meddling and screwing people over. Like, you would think Warner Brothers would take a note from Disney, because Disney just approves everything Marvel does, but Marvel does their own thing. And Disney just gives them the stamp of approval and the money to do it.
Yeah.
So Warner Brothers, I think, should probably do the same, because I think they need to trust their creative teams on there and let them do what they want to do, instead of trying to control everything and causing behind-the-scenes disasters.
True.
But no, Warner Brothers doesn't learn, and they're paying the price for it.
I mean, it's good that you want to like do your own thing and not try and copy Marvel, but it gets to the point where it's confusing.
Yeah.
Because, like, did you see Justice League?
No, I did not, but I'm probably going to go see it now since it's in the dollar theater, because I wasn't about to pay $7 to $14 to go see that shitty-ass movie.
Don't let the reviews fool you. The movie is actually a lot better than the reviews say. But, I mean, they have a weak-ass villain. The villain sucks. I'll just be honest. He kind of sucks. The setup on how to get everyone together is kind of okay. And how they bring Superman back to life is stupid.
And that his mustache.
You know how that came to be, right?
Yes, he was contracted to keep it, and because he was on another film set doing something else, and they're like, "Okay, we're going to digitally alter his face to see the mustache," and apparently it looks terrible.
Yeah, Mission Impossible Fallout. Apparently, I don't know if you saw this. Somebody who had like a simple like Microsoft, Paint or Photoshop thing removed his mustache and it actually looks normal.
Yeah, it's an AI program.
Yeah,
that Photoshop stuff, and they did a better job than the team did.
Yeah, WB, who apparently had like a top notch, $1 billion CGI thing, they made it look like shit.
Yeah, and someone with a $500 computer made it look amazing. Like, he doesn't even have a mustache.
Yeah, I mean, like, I remember seeing a lot of people, like, they were complaining about it. They're like, this ruined the movie. I'm like, it didn't ruin it for me.
I don't know. I wanted to see it. I still do want to see it, but I wasn't going to pay full price for it.
There's two post-credit scenes. Mm-hmm. One's kind of like a... they both kind of give you nerd boners.
Okay.
Where one's kind of like... Do you want me to tell you what they are?
Sure.
One is kind of like a throwback to a comic. Flash and Superman have a race.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Where that actually did happen in a comic, and that actually happened in Smallville.
Yeah.
And another is possibly setting up another Justice League movie, where it's the Legion of Doom versus the Justice League.
Oh, cool.
Where it shows Lex Luthor on a boat, because he just broke out of prison.
Mm-hmm.
He's on a boat talking to Deathstroke.
Oh.
They show Joe Magla, whatever the fuck his last name is, who's cast as Deathstroke. And he's wearing the full gear.
Interesting.
I just remember some guy behind me going, that's Deathstroke. I'm like, dude, chill the fuck out. We all knew that.
Yeah. I'm kind of excited for Aquaman, because I have hopes that it's going to be good.
It better be good.
Otherwise, it's pretty much digging their grave. Because, I mean, Wonder Woman is the only thing saving them right now. Wonder Woman and maybe the fan base for, like, the Suicide Squad. Because when they make another Suicide Squad, like, spinoff, or, like, the Gotham City Sirens, or the Suicide Squad 2, they're going to get a lot of money from that because of the fans. But aside from Suicide Squad and Wonder Woman, they're kind of just hanging on by a thread at this point.
Yeah, Wonder Woman is their only success. I mean, I wouldn't say unfortunately because it's Wonder Woman, but you can't just have that be your only success.
Exactly.
So, DC has a lot to work on.
Or just stop. Don't make a cinematic universe and just do a bunch of superhero films.
Or the only thing saving them right now besides Wonder Woman is their TV department.
But the TV department is not connected to their film department, though.
Yeah, but that's the only thing that's saving them.
Yeah. Because their TV shows are actually pretty good, from what I hear.
Like Arrow, Flash.
And Supergirl.
Supergirl, I have not. I'm like way behind on that.
I just hear it from my mom because she watches all those shows and she really enjoys them.
And then the newest one is Black Lightning.
Yeah, I heard about that one.
That is, it's very good. It's very, very, very good. Very well done. Uh-huh. It's good because like when you watch it, it doesn't even seem like a superhero show. It seems more like a show talking about like social justice, issues and crime.
Cool.
But it just happens to be about a guy who dresses up in a superhero outfit.
Oh, okay. Sounds interesting.
Are you familiar with Black Lightning?
Not really. I know of the name, but I never looked into anything about him.
Yeah, me neither. Like, I mean, when you look at a lot of DC's characters, the only ones that people really care about are the Justice League, and that's about it. It's not like with Marvel where all their characters are popular, even their more obscure ones.
Yeah.
With DC, you got to hand it to them. They've been able to turn a lot of their obscure, non-popular superheroes into household names.
Yeah.
It all started with Smallville, and then now it's being led by Arrow.
Yeah, Arrow, Flash, and Supergirl. I think Flash has a bigger fan base than Arrow does, to be perfectly honest.
I think at this point, maybe, yeah. But Arrow is kind of like what kind of
started it all.
Yeah, because they've been doing a lot of. I'm messing up my words. The Flash or Barry Gordon, he debuted on Arrow.
Yeah.
As like what's called a backdoor pilot.
Yeah.
And that kind of gave him, the what's the fucking word? That gave him, the jump start to to start his own show.
Yeah.
So,
did you know they have crossovers between Supergirl, Green Arrow, and Flash, even though they're from different universes?
It comes out in spring. It comes out every spring where they have these big crossovers.
Mm-hmm. They jump universes or whatever.
Yep.
And they actually showed Superman and Supergirl.
That sounds kind of wrong.
They actually have their own Superman or whatever. So
yeah, it's he appeared in season 2, but like for maybe 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know if you're gonna make Superman appear on a show, he needs to get his own show again.
Yeah.
Same thing with Batman. If you're gonna have Batman appear on a show, he needs to have his own show.
Well, he hasn't appeared in any of them, has he?
He's been mentioned, but
oh yeah,
he got mentioned on an episode of Arrow where Arrow was like, randomly mentioning Bruce Wayne, which kind of made people just go, huh?
And they actually showed Harley Quinn in Arrow too.
Well, they actually didn't show her; they just showed the back of her.
The back of her head and her voice.
Yeah, I think it was it Tara Strong?
I think so.
Interesting. It was a Suicide Squad episode.
Yeah. And I was like, come on!
I don't know. Well, because I think there's certain characters they're not allowed to show. Because now they have to take off Deathstroke again because they're having a Deathstroke movie.
Oh.
Yep. Manu Bennett, who plays Deathstroke on Arrow, he revealed that Arrow can't use Deathstroke anymore, or not anymore, but they can't use him right now.
That sucks.
Which is weird because like they already have a Flash show and they're gonna have a Flash movie. So how is that gonna work?
Yeah, you really can't cancel Flash just for the movie. 'Cause that's gonna get a lot of backlash.
I mean, you can't just say, "All right, we're doing a Flash movie, so you have to cancel the show." But we've been on for 3 years. I don't care.
Can't.
Or that'd be like if they decide to have a Green Arrow movie, and it's like you have to cancel Arrow. Motherfucker, we've been on for 5 years. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
So. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about, man?
Not off the top of my head.
All right. Appreciate you being on and helping me out with this.
Of course. Fun fact: this better work this time.
Oh, it worked. I made sure I checked it out. I heard your voice came through, and I can actually on the new thing I did with Spreaker, I can actually like clearly hear you talk, or when you talk, I can see the bars go up.
Sweet.
So it should work, and it better work, and it does work. And if it doesn't, I will possibly
just let me know.
Go nuts. Anyways, appreciate you being on, man.
No problem.
We need to do this again sometimes. It's actually pretty fun.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah, I just said like let's go 30 minutes. We're already about to be on an hour and a half.
That's fine.
No, it's fine with me. It's fine with me because we have a lot more to talk about.
Heck yeah.
All right. Do you want to plug anything?
Not really. I mean, except for that YouTube channel, which I already talked about earlier in the show. Aside from that, not really. Not yet. Not yet. Soon. Probably next time I'm on here, maybe.
Did you want to do something for Black Panther?
I wouldn't mind it, because I plan on seeing it next weekend. So probably either... I don't know about if I'll be able to do it next weekend, but during the next week, I might be able to.
We can do something next Sunday.
I'll get back to you. It depends, because I have some friends coming down from university to film some stuff with me next weekend. So depending on the schedule for Sunday, if we're done shooting stuff, I might be able to. Otherwise, I'll have to be hold off until later on that week.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
All right, man.
Cool.
All right, man. Thanks. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Hopefully we can do something next week. If not, just let me know, bro.
I will.
All right, man. Laters.
Later.
All right. Wow. We're at an hour 17 minutes. It was a good show. So yeah, as far as the next show goes, not sure if I'll have Anthony back on. Well, we'll try to get something going. Devan, hopefully we can do something this weekend. Hopefully this show works. Fingers crossed. And that's about it, man. Laters, everybody.